America's best minds have been meeting and visiting in Princeton, New Jersey for almost 250 years.
Every year, nearly 1 million passengers come and go from this airport with unparalleled convenience. So avoid the stress of large commercial airports and come fly with us at Trenton Mercer.
A magnificent destination with incredible cuisine. Celebrate weddings, parties, or any special occasion. Yasna Plana will dazzle your guests.
Meet us in Mercer County, New Jersey. See you soon.
The Princeton Mercer Regional Chamber of Commerce and Hal English, the president and CEO, are proud to sponsor the Mercer Buy Local Connection.
Presenting Mercer Buy Local Connection and presented by YourTownTube.com, Fit, Fab, and Well Tube, and Stimulus Brand.
Welcome to Central New Jersey, Buy Local Connection, all things in and around Mercer County. Daisy, we again had an experience.
We sure did. We have now met a new organization in Princeton called Experience Princeton.
And we are so very happy to have Isaac Kremer, Executive Director of Experience Princeton. Now, let us know what brings you to bring that association here in Princeton.
Well, terrific. I have to say thank you for inviting me today. That I represent all the businesses and property owners in Princeton, of which there's over 1,000 of them. And more immediately, I work for the Board of Directors. So we're a nonprofit organization with 18 board members. In fact, we had our meeting yesterday. But primarily our job here in Princeton, both for me as director and for Experience Princeton, is to maintain and grow just a flourishing local economy by creating unique and interesting experiences for people when they come here. And we're already hard at work on that.
Yes, it is actually, it was amazing, right?
Yes, it was really nice to be part of your first meeting and the unveiling of your new logo. Where's the vision coming from?
Well, I have to tell you, we were very fortunate to work with another local business, Ananta Creative Group, that's based here in Princeton on Stockton Street, actually. And because they were from here, as we went through the brand development process, working with our board and our volunteers, they had just the perfect insights at just the right time, and that's what helped us land on the name, Experience Princeton, but also our tagline, which we're very excited about, discoveries around every corner. But it really captures that innovative spirit that's here.
Now, this association is not your usual association, and I think that is what you would like to share today with the viewers. Let's peel it off.
Sure. So we have 4 teams, and they work in areas of administration, just looking over the organization, making sure it runs well, economic development, marketing, and streetscapes. But the thinking behind that is, by having the 42 volunteers that we do right now, working on each of these teams, bit by bit, step by step, by doing things, by making things better, that's how we're going to uplift Princeton and make it an even more special place for people to visit, but also to do business.
That is right. So it's always very important when the community comes together and you have a strong support team behind you, correct? But what is the long-term vision of Experience Princeton?
Well, we represent all of the businesses in Princeton. So it's not just the downtown, it's also the Princeton Shopping Center. It's up on Port Farm Road and State Road, but it's also Yasna Plana and several other areas. And when you put all that together, that we have over 1,000 members, who we're looking out for and we're trying to help promote. So I'd say the long-term vision is Princeton already is one of the top communities, not just in the state, but in the country. We know that. But in the years ahead, I think through the improvements we bring about, certainly the downtown will show those improvements and be one of the top downtowns in the United States. But all the businesses in Princeton, even those outside of the core, they're going to benefit. They're going to get an uplift by associating themselves with Experience Princeton, with the brand that we've created, and also getting the message out to the world about all those wonderful things that we have to offer.
So you really want to make Princeton a destination to come.
Yes, and we know already that it's a destination with about 2 million people visiting a year. But I think if you really wanted to drill down, the one thing, if we do this, one thing better than anything else, it would be to bring out the unique qualities and characteristics that make this place different from every place else. And by doing that, we're going to have an even greater attractive power, both for people who come to visit, who come to shop in the stores, dine in the restaurants, but for people who want to open these new innovative types of businesses. The message that we want to send out is this: Princeton is the place you should pick.
That is absolutely right. And right now we invite you to see Daisy on location at the reveal of Experience Princeton.
Let's watch a video.
So excited to welcome all of you here and to announce to show you the new logo and announce everything about Experience Princeton.
This is something that's been a dream. It's a dream come true. This is so important for Princeton.
The constituency of Experience Princeton, of course, it's the people that come to visit, and it's the business owners and the employees who go to all the great coffee places and the restaurants. But it's also the residents. And do they take it for granted that they have all these wonderful things in their town that they could possibly experience? Well, they may take it for granted, but we're going to make sure that they hear about all these things and all the events and all the wonderful, the Arts Council and the Princeton Symphony and all the great things to do in town.
When you think about experiencing Princeton and just when you think about Princeton, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? It is really a very, very friendly, welcoming, and open, diverse, and inclusive community. And I think that's what we love so much about it and why we're so happy to be a part of this community. The other thing that's really unique about this Special Improvement District is that the geography is very broad. That was a big part of the process for coming to where we are right now with this brand identity.
We're going to make sure that everybody knows all about it because I really think that there's so many great things to take advantage of. This is a rare place in New Jersey and in the world. All of the incredible amenities that are available here to everybody, and we're going to make sure to promote them and to create a buzz and have some fun in doing it.
Great day, great stuff about to happen. Thank you, Isaac. Princeton Business Partnership, now Experience Princeton. Would board members please stand up? Excellent. Recognition. Gail Ananta, who is the owner and the managing director of Ananta Creative Group based in Princeton. Gail.
We are a business in Princeton, so we are not only a creative partner with Experience Princeton in creating the brand identity and the logo, but we're also a member of the CIT, and I think that's really important. Here in Princeton, it is not just Palmer Square, it is not just the shopping center or Route 1 or the university or Nassau Street, it is all of those things. So that was our challenge. So I've just identified our challenge. We have a name that everybody already has a strong association with, and we have a geographic area that we're trying to define that is very that is broad and very diverse. So we've identified this, the personality of Princeton as being very warm and welcoming and lively and vibrant and sophisticated and yet unassuming, and just all these wonderful characteristics that make it not just a place to come and to do business and to live and to engage in cultural activities, but just a place to come and have fun and hang out. But I'd like to talk a little bit about the color orange. Just having a touch of orange and a splash of orange really just like the name Princeton, the color orange also speaks to a strong identity that Princeton already had.
I always refer to Princeton as the best little city in the world, which gets a few people upset because they don't want to believe it's a city, but it's got all the urban issues, but it's also got all the cultural issues. And I look at Princeton as the cultural center of New Jersey, frankly, because we have more culture here than any other, quote, city in the state.
Whenever I'm working on logos for institutions in the area, I always like to present something with orange because I have to say it's shorthand for Princeton. The idea of the geography and the different areas, which is how I came up with this idea of almost like the marker, the map marker. From the very beginning, we knew we wanted to use a P. And I had done different things with the P with this compass in it that it automatically spoke to whenever we're doing something, we can use that as a marker, whether it's an actual map or it's a photo.
Along the way, you are exploring and you are seeing all kinds of different things, whether it's a new coffee shop, a new flavor of ice cream, a new play at McCarter. There's constantly new things to discover while you're in Princeton.
And then the other thing that I did with the P was I made it into almost like a speech bubble, because that's really the way I find that's the best way to discover Princeton, is to talk to people. Tagline, discoveries around every corner, and that's really when it kind of came together with these rounded corners, this marker, and the speech.
We can expand upon this. It could be art around every corner. It could be culture around every corner. It could be restaurants around every corner. Certainly there's coffee shops around every corner. So we are going to be taking this tagline and we are going to be using it in different ways and to illustrate all the various wonderful things you experience in Princeton that are just around the corner.
Marketing is about getting the message of coming to Princeton, and that applies not only to people from around the world, because 2 million people already visit this town, but they're visiting the university in the main. They're not coming to Princeton. We got to get them on the other side of Nassau Street so they do a little more shopping and the businesses become better and the economics become better.
It's all about this cooperation between the government and the business community and the residents. We all need to work together to really uplift. Like I said, it's a dream come true to see all of you here and to reveal and move forward.
The experience continues. It's just a fantastic place to be.
Whether you visit our many historic sites, explore our thousands of acres of parks, launch a business, or study at one of our acclaimed universities, you'll agree Mercer County has it all. Mercer County, picture yourself here.
Have you delivered or sat through a workplace annual review? These provide a barometer in how you're performing and what improvements you might make to enhance your skills and value. Well, the same can be said when it comes to your personal brand. We can easily convince ourselves that we know exactly how we project ourselves and what others perceive. Do you? Really? Consider these 9 questions to help fine-tune the brand called you. 1. What are you selling? 2. What can people always expect from you? 3. What colors or styles are you mostly known for? 3. Name 3 descriptors of your personality. What reputation do you have? Do you have baggage? What benefits are associated most with you? Who loves you the most? Are you a leader, a follower, or are you in charge, or a participant? And what is your consumer's core idea of you in 3 words? Learn more at stimulusbrand.com.
Hi everyone, this is less of a question, but my name is Sophia. I'm a student at Princeton University, and I also work with the Daily Princetonian, which is Princeton University's leading daily publication. And this year we're really trying to bridge the gap between the university and the community, as Bob mentioned. So we'd really love to have the opportunity to work with some of the local businesses to direct those people visiting Princeton into the local community, and also to direct students and Princeton faculty who read the Daily Princetonian into your businesses.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. Right now we have Sophia Shepard with the Daily Princetonian joining us. Sophia is not just a student at Princeton University, but she's also one of the project managers for the Daily Princetonian.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm the local sales project manager with the Daily Princetonian's business team. And for those of you who don't know, the Daily Princetonian is Princeton University's leading daily student-led publication. So I'm so excited to be here.
So awesome.
What is the day-to-day involvement with that publication?
Me personally?
Yes.
Well, so I'm the local sales project manager, and so I am increasingly working to try to bridge the gap between Princeton University, our Princeton University audience of students, faculty, staff, and Princeton family members, and bridge the gap with the local community of businesses, those businesses that are a part of Experience Princeton. And so I'm really just trying to get the local community more involved with the Daily Princetonian and vice versa.
That is right. And Isaac, what do you think about this new association across the street, the university coming in, helping your new association?
Well, clearly the university is one of the greatest assets that we have here in Princeton. But really one of the more remarkable things about the university is their students. So we were so pleased when Sophia reached out, and not just that, actually showed up to our first Experience Princeton meetup. In less than a week later, we had signed our contract, and we're just so thrilled to be now partnering and working with the Daily Princetonian to get out the message about all the great things happening in Princeton.
Absolutely. So the strength now between the organization and the paper, the university, how do you see, what is the future for this?
Well, I just hope that we can work with local businesses and Experience in Princeton as an entity to really get the word out to our audience that these local businesses do exist, that there are these unique, special, charming businesses around every corner in Princeton, and we want to get those, get our student audience to cross Nassau Street into the Princeton local business community. And so I just hope that we can work with local businesses to advertise whatever they're bringing to our audience.
That's right. You coming from Atlanta, and you precisely wanted to come north, right? And you landed to Princeton. Tell us, what was your experience of Princeton?
Well, so interestingly, the first time I came to Princeton, I was touring with my brother. So I wasn't particularly looking at Princeton as the place where I wanted to go. But immediately upon entering the town, I saw really how special of a place it is. Coming from Atlanta, it's quaint, it's charming, but it also just has everything you need. And then going to the going to the Experience Princeton meetup, meeting all the local businesses, it was really great to be welcomed by the local business community in that way. And so I know I made the right choice, and I know that my first impression of Princeton upon coming here was definitely accurate.
And that is what I love about Princeton.
Yes,
it is so charming, right?
Yes, it has so many little different spots for someone to discover. So Isaac, now that you have the partnership with the Daily Princetonian, for all these businesses, I'm sure everyone is very excited now to have the students become patrons of the business and back and forth.
Sure, and we should also mention that the university really has done some great work to expand opportunities for the students to patronize the businesses, such as the recent card, which the students can take into the businesses. And we're very fortunate also to have a Princeton University representative on our board who's always giving wonderful input to us, and we're always very quick to listen and follow through on things we can do. But, I think it may be a psychological barrier on Nassau Street, more than a physical one, in the sense that, the moment that you step out, the moment that you get just a little bit outside of the bubble, is I've heard it said, that there's so many things, that this community has to offer. I've heard Princeton called the capital of central New Jersey. I've heard it called the arts capital of New Jersey.
Yes.
So there's really something happening every day, and it's wonderful, to have new students and their enthusiasm and excitement. But it also confirms the wisdom of all the people who came before us, who truly knew that this is a special place and worked so hard to make it that way.
That's right.
So one of the projects that is already ongoing in Princeton is turning Witherspoon a little bit more walkable for the students. So I'm sure the feedback from the students has been welcoming this new change in town where it's going to be more walkable, more bikeable.
Yeah, yes. Our primary form of communication as students is obviously our legs, or to many it's the scooter, it's the bicycle, and so any change that allows more and more students to access those very special businesses in the community is a good change, and the students are very excited about that.
And this is just one of the projects from Experience Princeton, isn't that right?
Oh, certainly, and that actually preceded the organization, but the municipality made a significant investment on Witherspoon Street, and I'm really pleased to share with you, they're now turning their attention to Nassau Street to enhance that as a walking destination, really. So, and between the two of those, it really is the front door to the university. I love how those streets converge on those gates with Nassau Hall just in the distance, that you know, we really are making almost a movie set, but a showplace for people when they visit here. And when you go there, what can you feel except for pride to see it just so well cared for, so well put together.
However, Experience Princeton, it's not just the nucleus of Princeton Center, correct?
Correct. We cover 975 businesses all throughout the municipality.
So what is now the real advantage for me to join that Experience of Princeton as a business?
Well, it's unique in the sense that we don't have members like you would with a Chamber of Commerce or other groups, but rather simply by having your business here, you're part of Experience Princeton. So approximately 270 property owners, they pay in to the district. It's called a Special Improvement District. And then we have a responsibility as a district, as the board, to provide services to those members to do things to enhance the business environment here. So every business in the district is a member, but the most important thing people can do is show up. So that's where our monthly meetups, the fourth Thursday of the month at 4 o'clock, are important. But another wonderful example is our restaurant week coming up, where we already have 23 restaurants that have signed on, and all of those are listed on our website at experienceprinceton.org. And we're so happy to be working with the Daily Princetonian. We actually put our first marketing campaign together with them, and we will be doing a digital promotion for Restaurant Week on their website the week of Princeton Restaurant Week.
That is absolutely awesome. And following that, you will have another event following the tail of the Restaurant Week, correct?
Yes, there's always something. You always want to be working on something while you're doing something and then having something right after that. So the Experience Princeton meetups are really what people should look out for. That's the fourth Thursday of the month at 4 o'clock, and moving to different locations. I can give an announcement here. Our next location we've secured is Tipple and Rose. So that'll be the end of this month, in 2 weeks from today.
So is anybody can go to that, or do you need to be part of already the Princeton experience?
So all of our meetings are open to the public, but for the meetups, we really try to connect businesses with the people in the organizations that support them. So that's how we met Sophia and the Daily Princetonian, and we had a number of elected officials, other community leaders there, and it ends up being just a great event for people to meet, to connect, to share their experiences, so that we can strengthen the social capital here in Princeton.
That's right. Do you remember during the meeting, they were talking about the problem of picking up the trash?
Yes.
And that is one of the things that is behind the scene where people really don't understand. We're talking about marketing and media and connection and everything, but an association such as Princeton, Experience Princeton, is more than just that, is also all the logistic of a town.
Absolutely. It's making a great town even greater. Right? Absolutely. We love Princeton. Shop local, stay local, support local is what we are always promoting.
Thank you for watching, and please follow us on our Facebook page, and perhaps we're stopping next to you.
My pleasure to introduce our champion for business this month. Erin has been helping businesses and organizations create powerful connections within their audience for more than 15 years at Imbue Creative. Her diverse background in branding, marketing, creative, and agency operations, combined with her consultative approach and passion for helping people succeed, ensures her clients and internal teams are empowered to create the solutions that inspire and basically get results. Erin has been recognized as SNJ Business People's Top 40 Under 40. I missed that list. So. The New Jersey Advertising Club's Jersey Best Marcom Professionals Under 40. What are you going to do when you get to be 41? I don't know. SNJ's Top Women in Business. So Erin, would you come up and get your award? And we can't thank you enough for what you do.
I am really grateful. In May 2020, I was asked to take over Imbue, and I said, oh my goodness, and heck yeah. So I am really excited about where we're going, how we're going, and the Princeton Chamber has a lot to do with that.
Welcome to Central New Jersey Buy Local Connection. I am here with Aaron Kleber. What does it mean to you to receive this award today?
It means the world. I am just so ecstatic to be among these really amazing people who have gotten this before. Personally, the Chamber has brought so many wonderful people into my life, and professionally, it continues to help my business grow every single day. So I'm very excited and happy to be accepting this award. Thank you so much.
Talking about longevity, we have another thing about longevity.
We do. And you know, videos like this live forever. We have such a great platform in our area. The Your Town Tube platform and the Fit, Fab, and Well Tube. Videos can live perpetually. It is a great way of sharing your content with your local community and local businesses. 2 all-video websites, 2 all-video newsletters, 2 TV shows now on Central New Jersey Network. The outreach is incredible.
Whether you visit our many historic sites, explore our thousands of acres of parks, launch a business, or study at one of our acclaimed universities, you'll agree Mercer County has it all. Mercer County, picture yourself here. Mercer County Executive Brian Hughes and the Board of Commissions are proud to sponsor Mercer Local Influencers.
And of course, Central New Jersey Network, Community TV, also have their own channel on Your Town Tube. So therefore you can find all the show, little snippets of all the show, and know exactly what the TV is programming. One of the great things about the Mercer Buy Local Connection program that we do here at the TV, reaching out to different merchants and shops. That initiative is also supported by an alliance with the Princeton Mercer Regional Chamber of Commerce.
That's
with
correct.
The newsletter.
Yes, and the great benefit of the newsletter that it's sent out 3 times a month to over 22,000 customers and shared by them with their own followers and members. That is a great exposure to any business and to help our local community.
That is right, and the uniqueness of that newsletter, of course, is that instead of being like boring blogs, writing, where I need to sit here for 100 hours to read few lines,
That's right.
I can just be entertained and know exactly what the businesses into my area is doing because I just click a button and watch a video.
Great way for a business to share what their products and services are, their current campaigns, anything that they have going on in their business to attract more customers.
I love those videos when you see behind the scene of a restaurant or a business. You are able to discover the character of that owner.
Exactly.
Right?
What they're doing, how they're running their business, everything that they're doing behind the kitchen and or the bakery that we did. It is great to see people in action, and that allows everyone to watch it as well on video. And you know what? It's interesting that you said that people are sitting there on their computer. The cell phone is the way to access anything. So it is automatic mobile access. You know, that is the way to advertise right now.
You're right there waiting for a friend. You click on the video and you get entertained for 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Isn't that great?
It is.
Absolutely.
It's the power of the video.
It works exactly like any other social media. You just upload your video.
It's a great way to stay visible and stay in touch with your local community.
If you need more information, contact Mike at yourtowntube.com. It will be able to help you to create your channel, upload your video, and be shared by our community. Thank you for watching. Join the movement. It is a great one.
The Princeton Mercer Regional Chamber of Commerce and Hal English, the president and CEO, are proud to sponsor the Mercer Buy Local Connection.